It's Fandom Friday, yo! Hey guys, welcome in. I'm Zordon of Doom. I'm a singer-songwriter and I make content here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and I have music up on Spotify, Apple Music, and here on YouTube. If you'd like to check out anything else that I do, all links are down in the description, including any and all songs that I react to today. And today for this Fandom Friday, I think I'm only going to be reacting to one song, one music video today, because everyone's talking about it. Ato's new music video to the song called Vivarium. I haven't heard the song. I did see the thumbnail, and I know everyone's buzzing about it. It's huge because it's a partial facial reveal, and so I've been sort of holding on and dying to actually react to this video. First thing out the gate, I am so proud of Ato because I know this was a long time coming, and I've watched a bunch of different artists sort of go from not showing their face to being comfortable with themselves. You know what I mean? So this is a huge step. I think I saw a interview where she said that nothing's really going to be any different. I have heard that people are saying that she's basically her avatar, her VTuber. Essentially, her character is her. And yeah, I'm not surprised. The girl's freaking talented. And the character that you put out oftentimes is your ideal persona or someone that you want to be or want to become. But that character also comes from somewhere. Just like how I use Zordon of Doom as my username and also my artist name. For those who have seen some of my music videos, I do wear lots of wigs, especially when it comes to my music, when I perform, when I'm on stage, in any capacity. I feel like I want to put on a different character, a different persona, versus me just being me, or me on stream. So yeah, I understand that aspect of it. So I am really interested, really excited to check the song out, the music video as well, because usually there's a lot of symbolism in the music videos that Ato does. But because she is in this music video for the first time, showing herself in some capacity, that might already be the statement, if that makes sense. So there's no need for extra symbolism or mincing of words. Perhaps her and the lyrics in the song are what's important. Looking forward to Vivarium. I'm gonna get all set up and we could start listening to it. For those who are new to my channel, I listen to the song all the way through without stopping. I might chime in here and there talking about what I'm seeing or reacting, obviously. But at the end of the video, I will be doing a lyric breakdown where I go line by line to sort of understand the lyrics, especially since the song is going to be in Japanese. I like taking the time to understand the translation and figure out if there is any symbolism or metaphors hidden away, or if there's more to a particular line. I know I'm not going to get everything because sometimes even the characters that you use in Japanese have another layer added to the meaning and the impact, but I will do my best to try and pinpoint what I can. Also, if the music video is super interesting with transitions, with special effects, I like to break those down as well. Anything that fascinates me, I will talk about at the very end. If you like those kind of things, be sure to stay until the end of the video. All right, here we go. This is Ato Vivarium in 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I can see why people say she looks just like her avatar. She is Ato. Oh, all of these different outfits. This is so cool. So interesting. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool shot. Pretty. Woo! Her voice. Bass. I'm getting chills. Oh, cool. The chaos into the silence. Bro, I don't even know the lyrics and I feel so emotional. I don't know the translation, I mean. Her delivery is always peak. Ado ao. Heck yeah. Hold on. I wanted to check the director / cinematographer. Kyotaro Hayashi. Heck yeah. In spite of it being live action versus animation, this still feels very, very Ado. In terms of what we're seeing. Chaotic, but there's depth to everything that we're seeing. Even the flashback moments were very interesting, very telling. There's a story here. Such an incredible job. And I wonder if knowing the translation, reading the lyrics will make it clear as to why she chose this particular song to partially reveal herself and star in it versus going for animation. Cloud9 Capitol Records. Heck yeah. All right, there was so much in this video. I'm gonna have to not only go line by line lyrically, but I do want to put words to what we're seeing in the music video as well, at least from my perspective. If you have any other ideas or other thoughts, I would love to hear about it, discuss it in the comments. I just turned on the closed captions. Beginning of the music video, we have Ado's character underwater. What does that symbolize? In life, you're struggling. You're stuck. It's hard to breathe. whatever situation that you're in, it feels like you can't get out of. It feels like you're drowning. But it can also mean stasis, being stuck in one place, held captive, and unable to move forward or unable to escape. And then we get this side view of Ado and what looks to be like pencil marks here that we see at the end of the music video, where you have Ao, the character, behind her. And then we get a glimpse of the blue flowers, this bush, and then we have her in the middle of a crosswalk, her looking up at the sky, the clothes, her drowning in the water. The chaos of everything that we're seeing matches to the chaos of the instruments, to the bass, to the drums. Some shots in black and white, some shots in color, but there's so much happening. This intro part of the music video is taking us through what we're going to be seeing throughout the music video. It's like a tiny condensed trailer. This shot right here in black and white, this almost makes me think that this is a flashback. Ado bending down with her hands over her head, might be thinking about past or going through some sort of turmoil that will be brought to light in the lyrics, maybe. Yeah, she looks like she's going crazy here. And then when the chaos stops, we have a brief moment of silence before we have the first line. And if I remove the captions, we can see the top of Ado's head, and the line says, "How long has it been since that day?" Okay, so this is a song about reflection. My muffled way of speaking remains unchanged. Huh. Okay, so she's comparing past her to present her. The way that she spoke back then, still muffled. Like, muffled doesn't necessarily mean like mumbling. I feel like it can also mean like you're tripping over your words. Like, she's basically saying she's not an eloquent speaker. She hasn't improved in the way she socializes. So you can take this line literally, or you can look a little bit deeper. The mirror reflects an ideal image miles away. Right. Upon reflecting on past her and present her, she's realizing that the ideal that she wants, what she hopes for in the mirror, isn't what she is right now. It's still miles away. She's miles off from that ideal image, whatever that may be. Because when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, in the music video, she's looking into a screen rather than a mirror. It can also represent the persona that you've become online, or that you try to create for yourself online. You'll be surprised how different people act when they create their own persona online. They can be vastly different from who they are in real life. Let me also add, mind you, neither is bad. You're allowed to do that, as long as you're not hurting anyone. And still today, I set these clumsy fingertips to work again. She's still working on herself. I'm thinking just based on the previous lines. She may be clumsy about it. She may not be perfect with it, but she's still working on it. Her muffled way of talking isn't stopping her from trying to be different. She's making do with who she is and what she has. This is such symbolism. It's like being in the closet. She's sort of shut away. This closet is long, by the way. There's so many different outfits. And I'm curious if some of these outfits are outfits you see her characters wear in previous music videos. That would be very interesting if anyone can pinpoint cosplay among the outfits hanging here. But yeah, this shot can mean a number of different things. Being in the closet, hiding yourself away, having all of these clothes behind you, almost like a mask, but instead of a mask, you put on these different outfits to be someone different, to not actually show yourself or show who you are. And you have Ado at the very far end of this long hallway with lines and lines of clothes as almost a barrier from people seeing the real her. Ado Vivarium. And then we get to the first verse. Ostracized by someone's words, left all alone. Also reflected in the video, you have Ado standing in the middle of a crosswalk. People just walking by, doing their thing, not paying her any attention. She feels alone. She feels ostracized. Whoever this someone is left a mark on her and pushed her away from others. I love the use of the spotlight here because it changes from red to blue, which can represent emotions, how one's feeling. Red can be anger, blue can be sad, and because it's a spotlight, it almost feels like it's Ado's internal world that's feeling this. And I love that the spotlight is not just coming from one place. It's almost like it's moving clockwise, like the passage of time. This is not a one-day thing. This has been happening to her for years. This is something that she's felt with her for a long time. It's such an interesting way of showing the passage of time, and it's almost like she's the clock. If you look at her, it's her shadow that's moving like a hand on a clock. It's so cool, and it's a lovely choice to use a crosswalk because the lines that you see for the crosswalk help to emphasize her shadow as it moves clockwise. It can't be helped. I was never wanted anyway. Oh, that's so painful. That's relatable. At one point or another, I've felt this. It doesn't take much to put someone down. You know what I mean? You never know how someone else is going to react to what you say. The best thing you can do is just be kind to everyone. It's the very least you can do. You know what I mean? But Ado's mind here is she's sort of given up. She's like, it can't be helped. I feel like that's very much a Japanese Asian way of thinking. The shogunai mentality. You know what I mean? It can't be helped. Well, that sucks that this couldn't happen. Instead of allowing yourself to feel bad about it, yeah, you're lightening the blow, so it feels like it's out of your control. It can't be helped. It wasn't meant to be. But the idea that I was never wanted is not true. So adding shogunai, it can't be helped, to it will push your self-esteem lower, at least in my experience. And then we get it from Ado's perspective. Instead of the shot being top down, we get a close-up glimpse of her, and then from her perspective, people rushing, walking past her, and it's all a blur. She doesn't remember their faces, they don't stay, and the lyrics are stained, lingering crimson, a silent debate behind the jeers. Dang. This is such good imagery for these lyrics. I'm so impressed. Crimson/red is such a vibrant color. It's something that when you close your eyes, you can almost see. Like my background. So it lingers, it stays, it's like a stain, it's hard to get out. And even if the people who are jeering, who are saying mean things, who are bullying, walk away, that crimson stain remains, and it's hard to get out. It's stuck on you as a person, and it stays in your mind and alters the way that you look at yourself. This is so cool. I love the distortion of colors during this segment, looking at her side view and people walking and leaving a sort of after image with the quote, "Is a defect something special?" Bruh, I want to give her a hug. Since this is in quotations, this makes me think that this is what was said to her, or maybe these are the thoughts that she has in her head. Like, because she's different, because she can't fit in, and because she stands out, that doesn't make you special or better. But I'm sure the rest of the song is going to give us more insight. So let's continue. If so, I'm a fraud from the start. Aww! This is her confirming this statement. If so, I'm a fraud from the start. So from the very beginning, she feels like she's not special. She feels like she's defective. And that any amount of feeling special, feeling good about herself isn't real. It's fake. It's a fraud. To sacrifice for the things I long to see come true. Also, this black and white makes me think this was from childhood, maybe? Once again, I want to say that this is a flashback of her thinking of these things. To sacrifice for the things I long to see come true. To sacrifice for the things I long to see come true. Sacrifice for your goal, for what you want to do with your life. That black and white video very blurry. I at first thought it was like sandbox, but it's snow. I don't know if they're building a snowman here. So maybe this is a pivotal memory, or this is where the sacrifice happened for the future that she wants to see. I've broken the things I held most dear. And this image is inverted colors. I think you could see two people here by the tree. There's someone who is older, and then there's also a child. I don't know if they're building snowmen or something. She's technically saying here with this line, accompanied with the last line, she had to make sacrifices to be where she is today. She's broken things, probably bonds, probably friendships, in order to achieve her goals, or maybe at the time what she thought was something important. Maybe in order to pursue her passions, she couldn't spend as much time with the people around her. Regret crowds me. I can't breathe. She's once again in front of her computer in this closet, surrounded by clothes. She's constantly doubting and rethinking, unsure if the path she chose is the correct one. And it's so overwhelming that she can't breathe. She regrets losing those things that she had to sacrifice. And because there's like lingering regret, whenever things get tough on the path that she's on to do what she wants to do, it becomes a lot. It's a lot of pressure and a lot of guilt, feeling like, was it worth it losing them? And you can see her in this music video just kind of losing it in a way. She brings down her hands almost like in defeat. She's in the middle of the street. I don't know if she's clutching her throat or her chest because she can't breathe. Her eye is so pretty. So I find the peace peeling off the emotions. Oh, apathy? Is she trying to not feel anything? Pretend everything is okay? And that's her way of finding peace? Do I become an adult? Not even knowing how to heal the wounds after falling. Oh, she's questioning whether she can be an adult, make the right choices, make the right decisions if she doesn't even know how to heal from her past traumas, childhood hurts. She feels like she's a mess, nor without knowing the repent for the mistakes I made. Interesting. Does she mean she doesn't know how to make up for the sacrifices, the hurt that she may have caused, mistakes that she made? We're all fumbling through life. Mistakes are very subjective. Inside this dim vivarium, I'm gonna look up what vivarium means. Okay, vivarium is a noun, an enclosure, container, or structure adapted or prepared for keeping animals under semi-natural conditions for observation or study, or as pets, an aquarium or terrarium. Okay, the space that she is in the music video makes so much more sense. It feels like a cage. She is being spectated as Ado and being judged as an artist, as a singer, online to her peers without them really knowing. Like, this is the first time she's showing any part of her face, right? It's her first live action music video with her in it. And you have all these clothes, and I feel like the clothes sort of represent what they or what others perceive her to be. The only light in this closet, in this vivarium, is light from the monitor. I was endlessly dreaming of myself. Dreaming of who she is, of what she's become or becoming. Also, it's interesting because her setup at the desk, she even has the mic, especially because she's been doing streams lately. It's so interesting. She does the same movement in this space here. It's like she's dreaming of different versions of herself, not in this vivarium, but she's extending her arm out to the world as well. So she's simultaneously dreaming of her in these different locations, not just in this enclosure. That light swaying in the distance felt like calling for me. Ooh, is the light the city out in the distance? The light is the destination. Is it the goal? The desire to get out of this dim vivarium, out of this cage? Also, that's high. The control she has on her voice is amazing. And then to progress the song, the entirety of the first verse, she was sitting down at this computer or at this monitor. Before we get to the second verse, she actually walks backwards away from the monitor and a little bit closer to the door on this side. And then she collapses to the floor because she's taking these steps away from, I guess, the safe space, what she's used to, and it feels like she's drowning. She's not used to this. And then we get to the second verse. Before I knew, I turned around and I was here alone. Because everyone has already finished walking past. And she was so focused on her own thing and focused on the words and feeling ostracized that she didn't realize that everyone had already left or had gone ahead, and now she's drowning. This is such a cool shot. Did she actually get filmed plunging into the water like this? A mirage wanders into this cluttered room. Mirage. An illusion? Maybe it's a daydream? A coping mechanism to forget the loneliness? Why do the tears and the frustration keep overflowing? Is frustrating not being able, it's frustrating not being able to fit in, not being able to find your place, feeling alone. Loneliness is so rampant, so it's only natural that you feel frustrated, sad. The tips of my bitten down nails are stained red again. Oh. Nail biting is a coping mechanism. It's also a sign of anxiety. Like if you're always nail biting, it can be a habit that's formed because you're anxious. And we're bringing back the red again from the first verse. Not only have you been biting your nails until they're like really short, there's now blood. You've been doing it too much. You're hurting yourself. I can hear them in my head, voices of me and aren't me. Oh, yeah. She turns around because she's hearing these voices. The voices of me and aren't me make me think of the times when your brain likes to overthink and you start to contradict yourself. Like the idea of, oh, I want to do this, but at the same time, it hurts me. Like, I want to have friends. I want to go out, but I have social anxiety and I can't do that. It hurts. But I want it, but I also don't want it because it's also hard. It's rough. I have to think about accommodating others. And yeah, as she's singing this, there's two autos. She's looking at different clothes. I'm wondering if some of the outfits here are clothes that she's worn on tour. The two versions of her. One is wanting to try these clothes. The other is scared and is sitting down and I don't want to do this. There's contradiction. And what went from one auto to 2 to 3, now there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's 5 in this shot. Over and over and over again. Just these voices repeating and repeating, diminishing the meaning of my birth. Oh, is that my reason to be alive? These voices keep putting her down, keep her self-esteem low, and it's another way of saying it diminishes the meaning of being alive. My goal, the reason that I'm here, it doesn't feel justified anymore because of these voices that are constantly going through her mind that are of her and simultaneously not her. And then we got an empty room. There was also a flash of the blue rose bush. The space is now empty. These voices saying, why can't you do anything? Oof. Why don't you know anything? Dude, this hits hard, bro. I can relate to this as well. And what you see visually is a representation of what's happening inside of her mind. You want the voices to stop. I don't know. I just don't know. I've grown up to be, the shot is creepy, without knowing a single right thing. There's no right answer, though. That's so painful. Because when you have your mind telling you this over and over and over again, it's hard to get out of thinking that, hard to get out of hearing that, even when the entire world is telling you that that's not true and that you know what you're doing. You can't help but think otherwise. You didn't believe in anything. Oh, and then the walls push in. Jeez, the claustrophobia mimics feeling like you can't breathe. What you needed before fame. This sounds very personal. She's looking at herself in the mirror, but in all of the shots in the mirror, they're looking away from her. Was simply, it's okay. Oh, so true. You stumble through life trying to find different things to fill the hole that you feel in your heart and something that's missing inside of you, something to put a band-aid over the trauma that you felt. And because of that, she feels like she's been stumbling around. She's been mumbling. She doesn't feel like she has regrets. She's realizing that now becoming an adult, being like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing as an adult. I don't know how to fix me. Nobody taught me these things. Nobody showed me the way. There's no roadmap to success. There's no roadmap to life because everyone is going on their different journey. What works for one person will not work for you, or for me, for that matter. Bottom line, what she needed before fame, before all of this, that was, keeping her afloat, making her not think of the negative thoughts, try to push away that cycle of voices, was the fame, being a workaholic, singing, writing songs, all of this. But what she really needed, instead of the band-aid, was for her to tell herself that it's okay, that you're gonna be okay, that what you're doing is fine. I'm sorry I let you lose your place to belong. Damn, this sounds personal, so it's all right if you never come out again. Is she talking about a specific part of herself? Deep within the swaying capital, inside that light, I heard the song of a mechanical girl. Is this Oh? Yeah, she's reaching for the light here. Is this kind of what helped her? I want to go there too. Not just the mechanical girl, her herself wants to be there. She wants to, I guess, maybe accept all of her. She wants to be in the light as well. The light is there. It's shining on her now instead of the darkness from earlier. And then we have the sequence of her reaching out to the light. She starts running. Running is a symbolism of moving forward, trying to reach your goal. And it also jumps between live action to animation to Owl. Seeing them running in the same way, side by side, it makes me think that she's referencing Owl as the mechanical girl. But I don't know if that's true or if that's definitive. I would love to know your guys' thoughts. But she's trying to reach out and grab it. This music video is saying that that's her. And we get back to the chorus. Inside this dim vivarium, and we see Ado's shadow, and in the background, as it zooms out, you see Owl. She's still running. I was endlessly dreaming of myself. Stay within reach. Don't leave, don't change. She was dreaming of the her that was set within this cage, in this vivarium, this dim vivarium. Don't stay here, saying to stay here. Don't change. Stay trapped within animation, within this box. Keep doing what everyone knows works. And she's singing into the mic. Inside this dim vivarium, this looks like right after when she collapsed. She's now getting up to sit at the desk. But now she's also running. She wants to change. She wants to move forward. No matter how lost I am, clinging on, or lose my sight, maybe lose my way. It's also interesting that Owl is smiling when she's running here. She's like skipping, whereas it looks like Ado is kind of frantically keeping up. The light swaying in these eyes is the future I drew that day. The light was a representation of her goal, what she really, really wanted, looking to change, but not wholly change who she is, but sort of accept herself, maybe. I feel like the light swaying is kind of trying to draw her in, but it didn't reveal itself one day. It was something that she wanted. She drew a long, long time ago, maybe when she was younger, before all of the trauma, all of the mean things she heard other people say. Before all of that, unfiltered, unhurt, untarnished, the light was already something she wanted. This is such a beautiful art piece. I also love that it's on a kind of fabric so you can see it swaying. So long, I still. And it looks like Aoa turns around maybe to meet Ado, who's chasing after her, have to sing. So she's saying it doesn't change. No matter what goes on, her voice will still be the same. she will still continue to be Ado until the dawn breaks. I am not alone. This line makes me think the rest of the song was her journey to get to her decision. She's realized that she's not alone because the you in the closet, she referencing herself that was locked away in here, is still crying. Aww, you're not alone. You have that part of you. You are living out that childhood dream, that old you. And this feels like the version of her that is locked in this terrarium, in this closet. The piece that was hurt is the piece that went through all of this trauma and did everything that she could to stay afloat, to stay sane by performing, and helped her get to and become the person that she is today. But yeah, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I once again am overthinking. I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. What did you think when you saw this video? I remember talking to Candice about how it seemed like Ado was becoming more comfortable and was sort of hinting at a face reveal maybe in the future, and how she'd possibly be okay with the idea. Like, she was also going on a lot more talk shows in person. Even though you couldn't see her, you could see her shadow. And there were times during concerts she would walk out of the cage that she was in. And I feel like the cage could be the Vivarium. For those who are unfamiliar and have never been to an Ado concert, the setup of her concert is she has the stage, and then in the middle of the stage is a cage where Ado stays. And it's made really pretty with like vines and flowers, and in the back behind her is a large screen. It's crazy cool. If you go to any of her concerts, I highly recommend being on the floor. Do not be up higher, because unfortunately how the screen works, because there's also a screen in front of the cage, and it seems like the light from the screen behind her illuminates her shadow so you can see her as she's performing. It makes me wonder if that cage or the terrarium will possibly not be a part of her next tour. Maybe she's leaving it, because I have heard that she's been walking out of it more, which she didn't used to do when she started touring. And I feel nothing but proud of her, because she's a fantastic artist, incredible singer. It's really exciting to see what she'll do next, whether she goes back to animation or if she does more live action that's similar to this video. I'm ready for it. I'm so down. Would love to know your thoughts. If you would like to add anything else, please comment below. If you like this kind of content, do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what else I should react to. I have a playlist of all of my reactions to Ado, so if you see a song that I haven't checked out, let me know. All right, everyone, I think that is it for this reaction. If you've stayed until the very end, I truly appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget that no matter how it is you are feeling, you are a W-E-S-O-M-E. You are a W-E-S-O-M-E. All right, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.